Hello everyone. So we're back again to our after semester. Okay. Today we're going to discuss on how to analyze quantitative data, on how we try to analyze the surveys that you have done with your participants. Okay. So I would like to give you the sample. This is as what I have done before. This is a adult survey of reading attitudes, or ASRA. And as what you have done, you have downloaded the response, right? So for example, I have 26 responses, and then what I need to do is to download this CSV, or I can simply open this spreadsheet. Okay. So if we have opened the spreadsheet, okay, then you will have this one. I hope that it looks similar to yours. Since this needs internet connection, so yeah, sometimes you will have some lags. Okay, so let's have a look for a while with the items. Okay, and then okay, let's do this. Just copy and also those numbers off. Okay, and then you put Command C or Control C, and then give it to the new sheet here and paste. Okay, and after that, what you need to do is to pay attention to this formula. You have equals. This is compulsory for Excel. So spreadsheet is somehow like Excel. So you need to put sama dengan or equals, and then you can type average and put the brackets from this one C2, okay, and then use a semicolon like this, C2 semicolon until C27. So it depends on the last part of your column. Okay, there is an error. Okay, let me give you average C2 to C27. Okay, so this is the average. Okay, average is used to measure the mean. Okay, rata-rata. So you do not need to type again all the way until the very last column, no, especially if you have 50 or 60 questions, right? It will be very tired. So you can put your cursor here until you find a plus and take away there until the end of the question, and that's it. Okay. So this is the magic of Excel, right? So the mean of each questions have already achieved. Why should we find the mean? Because this is a quantitative research. We should find out the generalization, the general response from the audience. To make it more specific, and to avoid bias, we can find also the standard deviation. Standard deviation, it is from the word standard and deviation. Deviate means bias, how much or to what extent the bias of your mean. So for example, if the bias or the deviation are wide, it means that the data is very good, but if or the perception is very good, but if the deviation is okay, I think I made it wrong. If the deviation standard is low, so it means that your participants or your respondents fill out the questionnaire in an objective way. But if the standard deviation score is high, means that the deviation is high, it means that your participants sort of very subjective in filling out the questionnaire. So we hope that the standard deviation is not really high. So how to make the formula? Again, put an equal and then like this, STDEV. STDEV, okay. Again, put the brackets C2 semicolon C27. So it depends on your data. If the uppest one is C3, so it might be C3, or if the upper part is the uppest part is C12, so you need to put C12. Okay, so this the number is not rigid, it is very dependable. It depends on how you copy paste the data that you have had. So enter. Okay, this is good. 0 means the data is very objective. So let's do the same as what we had before. So it's not this one. Wow, this data is excellent because the deviation standard is very balanced. 0 is the good one. Okay. So now what we can do is to make a kind of summary in a form of chart. Okay, so let's copy this, select all, okay, and then copy, Command C or Command V, and then this is the way you edit it, right? Command V, and then you put the mean and standard deviation. Be careful to paste this part because it contains formula. So you put copy and not only paste but paste special. So we cannot use this, not only the format but also the formula. Okay, so let's hold on. See, if you made it wrong, so it will be wrong. See, so what we need to have is remember, tempelkan nilai saja, so just the score. Okay, so now what we can do is that we will make a diagram. Okay, you need to copy again. Let's see. Okay, and then we can make it. It's diagram. See, you have had it all. Okay, but see that this one is very difficult to read, right? Reading is my blah blah blah. This is unrepresentative and difficult to be understood. It is not understandable. Yeah, very hard to be understood. So Let's try to do again by doing this. So we have Q1, okay, question number 1, Q2, okay, this one you need to do it in manual, Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8, Q9, Q10, Q11, Q12, Q13, Q14, Q15. That's it, right? So now let's have it all. Format, sisipkan here, insert diagram. Yay, you have it all. Ta-da, it's done. Okay, so now you have to put an information about what does blue mean, what does red mean. Okay, so you can also exchange into this one. Okay, which of them are commonly used in quantitative research? Most of the time we can use the graphic, this one. Okay, all right, so okay, this one is cool. Right, the red one means the standard deviation and the blue one means the survey result. Okay, so this is called as the overall survey result. Now you must still remember about the domain. Okay, so for example in ASRA we have 3 domains. Okay, the first domain is reading habit, the second domain is reading frequency, and the last one is reading competence. Reading habit is represented in question 1, question 3, question 15. How do you want to know this, miss? You have had it in your proposal draft, the ADEF. Still remember our previous task, right? So you must, this is why you should find the domain of each questionnaire and also the questions for each domain. So this is Q1, Q3, Q15, and then reading frequency is in Q2, Q10, Q11, Q13. Oopsie. Okay, and then reading competence is on Q4, Q6, Q7, Q8, Q9. Okay, I hope that I have already covered all those 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, 2 more. I see Q12 and Q14. Okay, so now what we have to do is take a look at Q1, Q3, and Q15. Okay, Q1. Okay, need to copy it. So make a new sheet. This is for reading habit. Okay, this is for overall survey. Okay, so reading habit, then Q1, Q3, Q15. Okay, Q3, okay, and Q15. Q15, paste it all the way here, okay, and then you will have another sisipkan diagram, and here we go. Why it's look so different? Not really satisfying. Oh, Q1, Q3, Q15. Okay. Let's try once again. It doesn't look satisfying. Okay, so let's have it like this. Let's transpose this. So you can copy it and then, okay, this way. Paste spatial, transpose. Okay, so you will have from mendatar into menurun. Let's try. Will it work? Yay! Okay, it works better. Okay, and we can put label. Okay, all right. So we have now the result of reading habit survey result. Okay, so you can do the same like reading habit for the other domains, reading frequency and reading competence. So now what? Okay, now you can copy this or download. Okay, so salin bagan, copy this to your Microsoft Word. Okay, this one is data findings. Okay, so A, the overall survey results. Okay, and then B, C, D or B, C, D, E, F depends on how many this one domains that you have. So for example, I have reading habit, reading frequency, and reading competence. Okay, don't forget to also put the demographic survey. Let's, okay, edit, paste, spatial. Okay, I don't know whether it works or not from the spreadsheet. It does not really work. Okay, so I think we can do downloading. All right, to download, or I choose to screenshot. Okay, that's awesome. And Yeah, you can insert that, right? I have it in the desktop. Okay. Yep. Yay! We got it. Yep. Okay. Where does the cursor goes? Okay, so here. Okay, and then what you need to do is to describe the most and the least mean. Okay, so if you take a look at this graph, the most or the highest mean is in Q14 and Q15, okay, which resulted more than 3. And the least or least frequent one is Q9, which is least or less than 2. It's maybe 1 comma something. Okay, so you can do all about this. As for the demographic survey, it depends on how many female and how many males, and then what about the ages. Okay, so for example, the gender, 50% male, 50% female. This is what is nice about using Google form, so you do not need to recount. So 50%, 50%, I just need to copy the diagram. I hope that it is available to be here. So 1 is about the gender, 2 is about the age, and I have the data about the GPA. Let's check. Does it work or not? Okay, I don't know, style text? No, it doesn't work that way. Paste and match formatting? No, it doesn't work that way. So I hope that in Windows it works better than in Mac. So I might have this one. So there are many other ways, okay? Right? So male and female, and then about the GPA, okay. This is from 3.75 until 2.43. Okay. Well, we try to copy this diagram, but why it does not really work? See, that's this one. Okay, so I think the best way is either downloading, so not only copying but downloading or screenshotting. Okay, so let's put here. Okay, so basically the data here is balanced because it has a stable gender representation. So both male and female, none of them are more dominant or least dominant. Okay, so just you can work ahead with other demographic survey of yours, not only gender but maybe the age, also maybe the location. So it depends on your questionnaire, right? So demographic survey result, okay, and then overall survey result, reading habit, reading frequency, and reading competence. That's what we need to do in our meeting today. Good luck!